very good road team and just a very good team overall. They've won 7 in a row, most recently walloping against the Pistons as Jaren Jackson Jr. lays it in for the game's first bucket. We saw that report from Jamie. Memphis, the best defensive team when Ja went out. I asked the coaching staff before the ball game. They are 5 for 5 and they lead 15-7. Tyus Jones goes back to Jaren Jackson. Dismissed by Ivica Zubac. This is the first game on the road for Memphis after again winning against Detroit back on Beale Street. They won 118-88. Jaren Jackson was dominant, maybe not that dominant. Meanwhile, Jackson lays it in his second basket. Zaire Williams, we'll have a little bit more on him later. And you talk about those minutes for Reggie Jackson. They're not just minutes, they're like the toughest minutes for the team. Batum has his three-point shot blocked. The Grizzlies recover down 22-13. Bane tumbles on the floor. They find Jaren Jackson, the awkward three.
But not keeping him from working the refs when guys are at the line, and obviously they're missing him tonight.
I talked with Brad Jones before the ballgame as Jaren Jackson Jr. knocks in the triple. Applications for my job can be sent to 1212 Flower Street here in downtown Los Angeles. Jackson out of the timeout. Gives to Tyus Jones. Jackson steps out, doesn't take a ton of mid-range shots, knocks that one down right. They just started rolling when, at least defensively, and now they're without Ja Morant and Brooks. Meanwhile, it's going to be Jaren Jackson hoisting up another three. A whistle, loose ball foul against the Clippers. Memphis is going to grind. That is for sure. Jackson. And the rebound, a one-handed one by Terrence Mann. Jackson nicely inside to Senior, has the ball stripped out of his hands and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Clippers. 47-46. Memphis now out in front. Jaren Jackson, giant strides down the lane. That's 4 quick points for Jaren Jackson Jr. 1:30 to play here in the second quarter. Memphis leads by 2. Clark inside, lays it up and lays it in. In that conversation, he is that terrific. If you haven't seen Ja Morant, you need to. By the way, what a 1-2 punch there from Jaren Jackson Jr. and Brandon Clark coming off the bench now with 8 points and 6 rebounds. Again, Clippers trail by 10. Memphis 21-6 when they lead by double figures. Jackson for 3. It is offline. Just off of Beale Street, the answer is very well. Coffee, a seductive ball fake, takes it to the house. Denied by Jackson. It'll stay with the Clippers. 41% from above the arc. Jackson from the wing to the lane. Denied again by Jackson Jr., his namesake, who has erupted here in this third quarter, has 18. Gives to Jackson. Pirouettes, lays it up, but not in. Rebound taken by Morris. Here come the Clippers under 8 to play in the third. Jackson. Over man. Misses. Gets his own rebound. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Jackson. Over man, misses, gets his own rebound, knocked out of bounds, last touch by the Clippers. Terrence so far today 3 for 9, does have 7 points and 7 rebounds. Bane gets the screen from Jackson, who pops out on the wing. 3 is good for Jaren Jackson. And the Clippers in trouble right now with 9:03 to play. Boston accelerates. Might have been blocked. He winds up face down.
Road trip, we haven't seen that for a couple of seasons. They used to have that long Grammy trip. Those are a crime.
8 games, 2 full weeks for the Clippers. And we're hoping they could protect the house as they head out of the road. Jamie, thank you. So Fred VanVleet is just terrific. We learned the hard way last week in Toronto. Tyloo says, let's focus on tomorrow. We learned the hard way last week in Toronto. Tyloo says, let's focus on tomorrow. Jay Scrub, Wenyan Gabriel.
Thank you for watching.
Please, 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 please.